And that's thanks to a caller who spotted it hidden near a dumpster. And right now, police are searching for the person who stole this Marvel-themed leg from a critically injured man. Tampa police are investigating an incident where a 6-year-old child was grazed by a bullet. Investigators say the child showed up to a hospital this morning with a wound to the leg. Now, thankfully, those injuries are not life-threatening. And right now, authorities believe a 15-year-old left a firearm in a sofa. A 4-year-old found the weapon and fired it, and the 6-year-old was grazed by the bullet. A Feeding Tampa Bay program was on the chopping block of the governor's state budget. $400,000 to keep its workforce development program was vetoed last week. Organizers say the veto did come as a surprise, so in the meantime, they will divert funds from other projects for the program and then ask for donors. Fighting against anti-Semitism, that is what an urgent statewide town hall is trying to combat. In this virtual forum here, Governor DeSantis is joined by several elected leaders and law enforcement. That includes many from here in Tampa Bay. As we know very well, St. Pete has recently been a target as graffiti defiled the Holocaust Museum just last month.
You know, we have to deal with anti-Semitism that I think if you look back 20 years ago, anti-Semitism is worse today than it was, which is really incredible that we would be seeing that. And I think the best way to do it from a position in elected office is we got to go on offense against anti-Semitism.
Spectrum Bay News 9's Josh Rojas is following this virtual town hall for us closely. He'll have a full report coming up at 10 o'clock tonight. People who live along parts of the Homosassa River say they are tired of the loud noise coming from boaters who frequently visit the river. Spectrum Bay News 9's Kai Guillaume tells us they're now asking the Board of County Commissioners to put a noise ordinance in place.
Frank Habachi has lived on the Homosassa River for almost 10 years now. When you look at his backyard, you can see why. But he says the view is not enough anymore for the issues he and other residents are facing.
I first came to Homosassa and the Blue Waters here in 1952 with my parents. And the only thing I can remember, and it's left a huge impression on me, is clear water, the clear sandy bottoms, the environment, the wildlife.
But that's almost gone, he says. Take a look at some videos Bay News 9 has obtained from several residents who live along the river. They say this has been going on for years.
The excessive loud noise out of the boom boxes that will actually vibrate my hurricane-proof windows drives us out of here.
After several complaints, residents say they have no choice but to turn to the Board of County Commissioners for help.
They've been bringing it up for quite a while, but it's just gotten worse.
Citrus County Sheriff Mike Prendergrass, also in attendance at Tuesday afternoon's meeting, told the board over 140 citations were issued on Memorial Day weekend for various reasons.
We want to encourage everybody that gets on our waters, please boat safely, please boat responsibly, and be cognizant of the fact that there's a lot of folks that live along the water and they're trying to enjoy what they've spent a lot of their hard-earned money to enjoy.
The board unanimously voted to have the county attorney draft up an enforceable noise ordinance for this ongoing issue.
We have no interest in passing a law that we can't enforce, so we want the sheriff in on it from the very beginning. So it has to be enforceable and has to be defendable in court.
They both go hand in hand, enforcement and an ordinance. And that's what we're looking for in the future.
The county attorney will draft up the ordinance and present it to the board at a later date for a vote before making it official. County commissioners do expect everything to be finalized within the next 90 days. I'm reporting in Citrus County, Kostya Guillaume, Spectrum, Bay News 9.
Losing something meaningful and knowing you probably won't ever find it again is a terrible feeling. And last week, a woman lost her wedding ring in the Gulf near Egmont Key.